welcome to the Tea and a Buddy podcast with me, Dominic.
And me, Erica.
And today I'm rather sick with allergies, so apologies for my voice. And actually, this might be a show that people are sick of. We're going to be talking about Love Island. The reality TV show that just keeps on giving.
We're sick and we're going to make you sick.
Yes, talking about Love Island. Love Island, yeah, it's
huge in the UK.
It's huge in the UK, and now it's spawned several international franchises. I think there's a Love Island Australia, there's a Love Island in Ireland, I think, maybe. There's one in the US.
There's one here, yeah.
Yeah, there's one, and I think there's one in Canada too. I'm not too sure, but I know there's one in Australia, and, you know, there's one here, because similar format, you know, they all go to an island, but I don't know what island it would be over here, because in the UK, it's in Mallorca.
Yeah.
It's in on the Spanish islands, the Balearic Islands in Mallorca.
I mean, I watched, I don't know.
And it's a villa, and there's a group of contestants. I don't know how many there are. I think 12. Mm-hmm. I think it's 6 boys and 6 girls.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know.
I watched a couple of the episodes over here that came on here in America.
It's a similar format as far as I know.
Well, I was just I just wanted to know what the fuss was about, because
what's all the fuss about, boy?
Twitter and the entertainment shows and I don't know, the news and everything was talking about
Love Island, mate.
And the funny thing is, a lot of Americans apparently were watching the British version of Love Island. I don't know how that
they were
works.
Tapping into ITV. It comes on.
Maybe somebody was uploading them on YouTube or
probably
something.
Because it's car crash TV, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a dating show.
It's a dating show, yeah, and I mean that's what Britain seems to excel at. You know, with shows like First Dates, The Undateables is another one, Dating in the Dark, Naked Attraction. You know, all those shows, they come on Channel 4, and Love Island comes on ITV, so it's got a bit of a bigger audience.
Oh my god, you and I watched Naked Attraction one time.
That Naked Attraction, and we watched that Dating in the Dark.
We were completely fascinated because they literally show the naked parts of people, and the naked parts,
the parts that aren't usually naked, they show.
And you decide whether you want to go on a date with that person based on how they look naked. You don't even get to see their face.
Some of them were terrible. I mean, pretty much all of them were terrible. And I mean, these people who were going on there, you know, because on Love Island, they cast them. You know, it's 6 guys who look okay. You know, they're not going to get anyone with a beer belly or anything on there. Or losing their hair or whatever, you know. They're going to get, people who are, toned, tanned, and fit and all that kind of stuff, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's what they do. I mean, you know, we pulled up some of the contestants for this year's Love Island, which actually is taking place in South Africa because it's the winter time. Well, it's so popular that they've gone from doing it in the summer to the winter.
Is it as popular this season, I'm wondering?
I'd imagine it is, because people in Britain, they just love this stuff. They just love it.
So let me interrupt you really quick before you go off on naming this year's British contestants. The episodes that I saw here in America, it wasn't that interesting. It was
it's boring. It's boring stuff, really.
It's they're setting these people up to fail, basically.
Oh,
and they're tempting each other with someone that looks better. They encourage you to get into a relationship with somebody else, another contestant, and I don't know, do they win money at the end or something?
They win £50,000
if they couple up.
If they couple up and win, yeah, and because the thing is, people can vote them off.
We had a show like this in the very early 2000s. Paradise Hotel, I think it was called. Yeah. It was pretty much the same
similar
thing.
Format, yeah.
They bring someone in then to try to basically break up these newly formed couples, and these people are sleeping with each other on camera. They're they're getting
terrible.
They're getting broken up with, and this is only a matter of weeks that they've known each other. They're crying. They're it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. They don't know these. Well, to survive in the Love Island villa, islanders must be coupled up with another islander, whether it be for love, friendship, or money. So you don't even have to do it for love. You don't have to be in love. You know, you can do it for, like, we're going to couple up and we're going to win the money. We're going to win the money. We're going to team up.
Yeah.
Or we can just do it because we're mates, you know. We're like, oh, yeah, let's do it, you know.
Yeah.
As the overall winning couple receives £50,000. On the first day, the Islanders couple up for the first time based on first impressions. But over the duration of the series, they are forced to recouple, where they can choose to remain in their current couple or swap and change. Any Islander who remains single after the coupling is eliminated and dumped from the island. Islanders can also be eliminated via public vote, as during the series, the public vote...
Voted them off the island like it's Survivor.
Yes, like... As during the series, the public vote through the Love Island app is available on smartphones for their favourite couple.
Oh my god.
Or who they think is the most compatible. Couples who receive the fewest votes risk being eliminated. Often a twist has occurred where it has been up to the Islanders to eliminate couples. During the final week, the public vote for which couple they want to win the series and therefore take home the $50,000. Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of... It's very shallow. It's very trash TV. It's very just like... What am I watching? Oh, you know.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you need that kind of thing, though, don't you?
Well, I suppose so. I suppose some people need that kind of diversion.
Just every once in a while. I
Escapism, they call it. But, you know, what's wrong with a good old written show? That's what I say.
Yeah, because you have to think about what's... Seriously. No, seriously.
Well, no, excuse me, but these people have to... You know, it's like,
they
I'm
have
very
to think. We don't
in...
have to think. We just go, oh, God. You know, you're watching it for the same reason that people watch shows like The Real Housewives and Vanderpump Rules and all of that.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
You're watching it just so you can go, oh, what a load of idiots.
It is. Yes, it is. And, you know, they're like, but they're almost... all cast members now,
but then some people get really into these shows, like The Bachelor. Oh my god, there are some people
obsessive
over here that watch The Bachelor like it's life or death.
Life or death, mate. Life or death.
And they just get so appalled. They can't believe that these people do this to each other. It's like, it's a load of women going after one guy. I mean,
or a load of men going after one girl because of The Bachelorette now, too.
Yeah, I think they have... Bachelor in Paradise too, or Bachelor,
which is kind of like Love Island,
where it's something where it's where it's several couples, where it's several single people. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, you want to tell us about this year's cast?
This year's cast. Contestants of Love Island.
Are these actors, models? I mean, in general,
they're just people they've casted.
They're just attractive people.
The first one we've got up here is Shauna Phillips. She's 25, Democratic Services Officer from London. What makes you the perfect Love Islander? I'm chatty, funny, and clever. People won't expect it from me. When they hear me speak about certain things, they'll be shocked. I like to get on with everyone too. And her celebrity crushes, Jack Fincham is a bit of me on toast.
No one knows who that is.
I think he's a soap actor, actually. New Year's resolution, stop being friendly to boys.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you very much, Shauna. Sophie Piper is the next one. She's 21. She's a medical PA from the lovely county of Essex. What makes you the perfect Love Islander? I'm very friendly. I like to looking to find someone, which is the main thing. I'm very open to the experience and I'm excited to get in the villa now. Celebrity crush. Anthony Joshua. Whenever I see him fight, I yell, come on, use your right hook. I have no idea what I'm on about.
Oh my God.
New Year's resolution. Try new experiences. Well, thank you, Sophie. Yes. Next one is Connor Durman. I've been living in Australia for 4 years. In that time, I've grown up. Done everything myself, got so many new and different life experiences. I've had 2 big relationships, one good and one bad. I think I've gone through a lot. I'm mature now and I know what I want. He's 25. He's a coffee bean salesman from Brighton. So it's kind of like, you know, these people that go on, what's it called, House Hunters International, and they're going, we've got a $2 million budget and I'm a coffee bean salesman from Brighton, and
right.
And my wife just sits on the couch or whatever at home and does nothing.
Right.
You know, it's like, how have you got this money? You must have been selling coffee beans like crazy, man. So celebrity crush is Maya Hammer.
I don't know who these people
These are British. These are all British people. New Year's resolution. Stop overthinking and do what makes me happy.
God. And, I mean,
there he is, Mike Boateng.
I remember...
He's a police officer from London.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and read this one and then...
He's 24. What makes me the perfect lover? My charm and my character. I'm a very personable person, so I'm easy to approach and hoping that it'll make it easy for me to speak to a girl and connect with her. Celebrity crush, Beyonce and Rihanna.
Oh,
there you go.
I know who they
Some
are.
people, you know them. New Year's resolution, to find a serious relationship. My mum will be watching this show with the intention of me finding someone and moving out.
Oh, God.
And into a cell of me own.
Like, can you imagine your mom or your co-workers or your... your teacher from 7th grade or something, and it's like you're making out with strangers, first of all, on television. Sometimes you're hooking up with them. Like, I think they show them hooking up, don't they? It's just like under the sheet kind of thing. You just see like two lumps moving, and you hear the sounds, and it's just like, no.
I think
my mom's watching.
I think well, I mean, it's like these people go on this show. And they're that stupid that they don't realise they're really humiliating themselves. Yeah. And I think there's been a couple of suicides, funnily enough, on the darker side from Love Island, apparently, because they were...
What?
Yeah, and that's why people have been like, oh, you when Jeremy Kyle got cancelled.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, well, why don't you cancel Love Island? Because that's even more toxic, you know?
Yeah.
Because
how long has this show been going?
Since 2015. It started originally in 2005 as Celebrity Love Island.
Oh.
With like a load of D-list celebrities, tabloid celebrities.
Yeah.
People like Paul Gascoigne's daughter and George Best's son, Callum Best.
Yeah.
Footballers' offspring.
I mean,
who are celebrities because their dads are in the tabloids and stuff,
I mean, I think that some of them are aware of the way they're coming off on television, and they just don't care. They're just that desperate to be on television. They're just that desperate
to be on TV, yeah.
On the episodes that I saw, and again, I only saw like 2, maybe 3 episodes over here, there were a couple of people who were like, I'm here because I genuinely want to find a connection. I really want to I've been single for a long time and I want to finally have a girlfriend, or, I want to find somebody I'm going to settle down with. I'm getting up there in age and, I want to genuinely find somebody.
They're all in their 20s though, these people.
Do we actually believe that anybody that comes on a show like this is genuinely looking for like a life partner? I don't buy it. I do not buy it. Not even a little bit.
No, they're not. They're just trying to get on TV. They're all in their 20s. They're all early to mid-20s. Like this one, Shanice Fudge. 25 beauty consultant from Bristol. What makes you the perfect...
Cornelius Fudge's daughter, by the way.
Yeah, granddaughter, actually. What makes you the perfect Love Islander? I'm sassy and fun, and like my granddad Cornelius, I experienced quite a lot with men. Woo! And we thought Dumbledore was gay. So I know what I'm looking for. Celebrity crush. Anthony Joshua, he's a bit of me. A 90s Leonardo DiCaprio. So that she means Leonardo DiCaprio when he's in his 90s.
I thought she wants to go back in time and, that's the only way she'll be happy.
Yes. New Year's resolution. Put myself first and do things for me. I want to chase my dreams in 2020. Well, sorry, Shanice Fudge, you beauty consultant. But I think you're gone. Oh, God, you got these with you. Ollie Williams, he's a estate owner. Heir to the Lanhydrock estate in Cornwall. Yeah, I'm the heir to the Lanhydrock estate in Cornwall. What makes you the perfect Love Islander? I'm an alpha male. Wherever I go, I boss the room. I boss whatever I'm doing. You
got to do a Cornish accent for this one.
I don't know if he's from Cornwall, actually. He might be from London. He might have moved up there because he's heir to the Lanhydrock estate, isn't he? I'm an alpha male. Wherever I go, I boss the room. I boss whatever I'm doing. I'll be the butt of all jokes, but I'll also be the one to make all of the jokes. I'm attention-seeking, and I like to be the centre of what is going on all the time. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm up front. and I let people know what I think of them too.
You went a bit Australian there.
Yeah. Well, he's been to Australia, has Ollie. He's been around. He's a lot.
He's not the one who spent however many years in Australia, though. You had the wrong accent there.
Celebrity crush, Lily James.
Oh, my gosh.
New Year's resolution, to win Love Island. Oh, nice one, Ollie. Nice one, mate.
A great resolution.
But that's it. That's the cast.
Yeah,
see, they're all in their little speedos, and
hopefully we've missed a few people.
Yeah, we've missed a few people.
Yeah, I put on Instagram.
Oh yes,
we put this out on Instagram. Do you watch shows like Love Island? I can't remember what I specifically. Do you watch Love Island or other dating shows? These were the results. Okay, in a 24-hour period.
In a 24-hour period, yes.
We had 4 people who voted for yes. And 20 people who voted for no. Now, you guys listen to me. We know you're lying.
Well, and we also know there's Americans out there who've never watched Love Island.
But I said Love Island or other dating shows.
Or other dating shows. Oh, you broadened it out.
Yes, and there are plenty of dating shows on television. We have Blind Date, The Bachelor. What do they have? MTV's got that X on the Beach.
Oh, yeah. I think we've got something like that too.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of dating shows. And somebody's watching them. So I am not buying that 20 of you do not watch any of them. But the ones who... Okay, so we also promised that we would give shout-outs to replies. So,
Yep.
Morgan, please.
Morgan.
Who has a YouTube channel that we like to watch called More Travel, Please.
More Travel, Please. They recently changed their name, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys should definitely check that out. They've got some great travel
More
videos.
Travel, Please on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just type it in and go.
She says no, but if I had cable and time to watch it, I would enjoy watching brainless shows.
Yep.
Which is true.
It is true.
Yeah. That's why you watch these shows.
They're brainless, really. And brainless people on them too, apparently.
It's like, it's something that you can turn on and be doing something else.
But then you get all invested in like, I've seen you do it with Vanderpump Rules. We're doing work here, and you're just like, and you're just looking over the top of the laptop, and I'm just like, are you working? And she's like, yes. But she's watching freaking Jax Taylor and Brittany and Lisa Vanderpump.
Turn the TV off. Turn it off.
Just turn it off. I can't listen to this right now. I can't watch this right now.
No, but if you're
too exciting.
If you're cleaning house, if you're making dinner or something like that, you can have that on and just hear the stupidity like coming at you, and you don't have to really be like sitting down watching it. You know.
Yeah.
Pretty Peso on Instagram says that she likes to watch 90 Day Fiancé.
She loves that show.
Love that bleep show.
Bleep show.
I don't know what 90 Day Fiancé is.
I think it's the same sort of thing as like a...
Don't they have...
It's like 3 months.
They have that one that is like... Married at First Sight? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, sort of like that,
something like that?
90 Day Fiancé. I thought that was kind of like someone who... It's like an immigration type thing.
Is it?
I don't know. What is it, Pretty Peso?
I feel
Tell
like
us.
It's something more like... Yeah, let us know in the comments or tweet at us or whatever. Yeah, I have a feeling it's more like... that Married at First Sight kind of thing. Yeah. You have 90 days to get married or something. Which is
90 days to get married and be together for the rest of your life. Well, it has been, yes.
We have Unchained Melody on Instagram.
Melody.
Yeah. She says that she loves Love Island just because she loves hearing the accents and slang terms. So she's an American that's
she loves a bit of banter.
Watching the British version.
Love Island's a bit of her on toast.
Maybe. Yeah, what does that mean?
A bit of me on toast, isn't it?
Oh, that's a bit of me. What does that mean?
It's a bit of me on toast.
He's a bit of me.
He's a bit of me on toast.
What does that mean?
Me on toast, innit?
What does that even mean? It's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
A little bit of me on toast.
She also followed that reply up with that she also watches The Bachelor, but she hated the way they treated the one guy last year on The Bachelorette. So, I don't know what that means because we don't watch The Bachelor.
Guy, what did they do to him?
I don't know.
I think these dating shows are heading for the elimination Bond villain style. Where they're just gonna that she goes, I'm sorry, but I've got this button, and then he just his chair explodes or something. Maybe that's how he treated the one guy on The Bachelorette.
We're sorry, but you're just not attractive enough.
Just not attractive enough.
Does anybody on any of these dating shows go, oh, you are really attractive, but my God, are you stupid? Do they ever
that's everyone.
Do they ever eliminate?
That's all of them.
I know, but is there ever anybody intelligent enough to just go, I really cannot listen to another word that comes out of your mouth. You have got to go.
You are a bit of me on toast.
K-Girl on Instagram.
K-Girl. I think she's from Scotland.
She says she's not into reality TV apart from MasterChef.
MasterChef. Now, there you go. Some brains. People actually learning how to cook or people who know how to cook and they're just having a cook-off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everybody loves that. Bake Off and Top Chef.
Bake Off. Oh, Great British Bake Off, yeah. Yeah, Britain really does love its reality shows.
Contessa, we
Barefoot
have a
Contessa.
lot of cooking shows.
Drunk Guy in a Garden, everyone. Yeah. Victoria Prokofiev. Yeah, she says, I used to watch one Russian show called... Something in Russian 2. It's very popular. You can check that out, which we will.
Yeah.
It's probably something with Vladimir Putin controlling everyone.
And then she says she likes to watch The Face with Naomi Campbell, but I don't think that's a dating show. I think that's more like Top Model.
America's Top Model, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that, yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but we could do a whole podcast probably.
We could do a whole podcast about
reality
shows. Oh,
reality shows,
so
reality
many.
Competition
so
shows
many of them, yeah.
in Britain and America. Yeah, we did have a request from one of our patrons for a show specifically focused on strictly come dancing.
Oh yeah, Strictly Come Dancing,
which in America is Dancing with the Stars. We don't really watch that show, but we can research it. We don't really watch Love Island either. And, we've managed to do a podcast.
We've managed to do a podcast of this, yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody else would be interested in that, let us know. Diana.Nuno.
Yeah, Diana on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, she says that dinner date, just think it's hilarious.
Oh, I've heard of Dinner Date. I think it comes on Channel 4. It's kind of like Come Dine With Me.
Yeah.
But it's like a first date / come dine with me. I think you've got to cook the
I thought
date
it was
dinner.
more like first date.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, first dates. Now that's one of the better dating shows because it's kind of like there's no staying in a house and no doing whatever.
I don't mind a dating show.
First Dates Hotel went a little bit more.
Yeah.
And everybody loves Fred, don't they? Do you love Fred?
I don't mind a dating show that is like a dating service where they actually try to match you up with someone who you might actually be compatible with.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's what they did, I think.
That's what they do on first dates. Yeah, I like that because
but some of them are just like, there's just no banter, isn't there? There's no bit of meat on toast.
That show's funny because we've seen at least one, and you never know with these reality in quotation marks shows whether they're actually real or not, but you and I saw an episode of that First Dates, didn't we, where two of the people that they paired up had actually
they dated like 30 years ago.
Yeah, like when they were teenagers.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you're so familiar, and she was like, yeah, you what? And he was like, did you used to go to blah, blah, yeah, oh yeah. It's like, I went on a date with you.
Yeah, we went on a date.
1992 or something. Yeah.
I mean, okay.
And they were like, oh, yes, I remember. And yeah. And I think they ended up working out, didn't they?
Are there people? Yeah, I think so.
They were like, oh, yeah, we're giving it another go 30 years later.
Teenagers again, yeah.
Both been married. Never forgot that date.
Yeah, well, obviously they did if they didn't recognize each other straight away. Or their names or whatever. Do you think is that a possibility?
And they'd lived next door for years.
You've dated that many people that you literally
well, she was married
remember.
And, it's just like, I wasn't thinking about other blokes, or maybe she was, I don't know.
I guess so.
Or he was dating around, whatever.
And then the last one we have is from It's Mavis on Instagram.
It's Mavis!
She says, can't feckin' stand them. There's so much more that could be put on the TV Maybe.
But she did follow that up with another message saying that she does watch First Dates Island.
Oh,
so and she likes that. So
there we go.
There we go.
We had a couple of replies on Twitter. I don't think as many as we had on Instagram.
Ooh.
But we had Navdeep, one of our patrons, and he said that he's never watched it.
Navdeep has never watched it.
Good for you, Navdeep.
Yes, he's sticking to the...
I don't really...
He doesn't watch all that
stuff. Well, he's
stuff.
very productive, isn't he?
He's a very productive man.
He gets a lot of stuff done in a day, so
Navdeep.
Yeah.
We could all take some lessons from Navdeep.
We could. I mean, I'm not quite as productive myself, so...
And HRH Elizabeth on Twitter, BeetleGirl0301, said, "You'd have to pay me a lot
to watch it. Yeah. And, I can't blame it.
Yeah.
I can't blame her. I can't blame either one of them.
And she didn't even know there was an American version, apparently. There's an American version. I honestly did not know that. Only know of the UK one. Never even seen 5 minutes of it. Just know I don't want to.
Again, if you're American and you have watched the British Love Island, let us know how you're sneakily watching that, because I'm really curious. Like,
I'm guessing it's on YouTube. Or it's on somewhere like Dailymotion.
I understand Americans being curious about it, because that's why I watched the American version, because I had just seen so much on
The thing is with the
Twitter
American version, I think it's much tamer than the UK.
Yeah, I guess.
Because in the UK they're getting away with this kind of stuff, like showing more raunchier stuff and and more crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas over here it's like it's aired in the same time slot, but I think in the UK the attitudes are a little bit more relaxed. Whereas like, oh, people could be watching this, and
yeah.
over here, it's just kind of like, and it's also built around the adverts, which it is in the UK too, but
yeah, I mean,
not so much.
I definitely did not hear that many Americans making a thing about the American version.
It's just we're crazy people in Britain, It's just like, we love this kind of stuff. The YouGov even did a poll.
Oh my gosh.
On Love Island people. So shall we check that out?
Yeah.
We'll just see. It's most popular with millennials, apparently.
Wow. Is that surprising? I don't really think so.
With 33% positive opinion, Love Island is more popular among millennials than among other age groups. And it's more popular with women in the gender roles, with 24% positive opinion. Love Island is more popular among women than among men. So you can see that, it is more women watching it, because I guess, I don't know, why is that? Women just like to watch, like, crazy women.
I think,
crazy women, or
I think
brainless shows, or
women
what?
like to watch love and dating kind of shows because we're more romantic at heart. And I think we like to go into these shows thinking, oh, maybe these people are really gonna actually find somebody to hook up with that they'll like and that they'll be with, and it'll be like a happily ever after type of thing. I genuinely believe that's why. That's part of the reason women find it interesting. The other part is just, because it's just like, oh, let's see what these crazy people are doing,
Yeah.
Which I don't know really why men are not interested in what are these crazy people doing, what are they up to, but yeah, I think that's definitely the other half of why women are interested.
Age is the dominant factor, with Love Island audience tending to be much younger. In fact, as many as 43% of those watching Love Island are under the age of 30.
Yeah.
And another 25% are in their 30s.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because that's how all the contestants are, isn't it? Why would an older person be interested in it? Maybe if they did a Love Island of like 50
there
50
you go,
and old,
untapped
and
market
older.
right there. They could do swinging 70s or whatever, swinging 60s.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Swinging 60s, can you imagine?
That would be. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing because I can imagine the young people just tuning in to watch it. And it's like, oh, my name's Betty, and in the 60s I was a right goer and I'm ready to go now. And it's just like, what am I watching? Oh, just embarrass them.
The difference, I think, is these the older generations, they're more mature, they're more intelligent, they're not going to embarrass their families by doing such a show, I think, you know. But maybe it wouldn't have to be embarrassing. Maybe it would just be like a genuine dating show, and it would be kind of interesting to see older people like making a connection and having interesting conversations with people. Maybe let's raise the tone and the intelligent level of these shows a bit by having older people.
But the people they polled in Britain about this, right?
God.
A degree from Oxbridge is still more prestigious than a star appearance on Love Island.
Oh, gee.
Outside of the top 50 factors, a previous YouGov question asked Britons whether they prefer to appear on Love Island or study a degree of their choice at Oxford or Cambridge. Just 7% of Love Island watchers would want to find themselves on the show, compared to 3% of all Britons. Fully 65% said they'd rather attend one of the UK's most prestigious universities, about the same number as the general public, 61%.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, what would you rather do? You know, go and get a degree or go and appear on Love Island? And it's like someone who says, yeah, I want to go to Love Island. It's just like, yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. Because what that tells me is they're watching it for, like, the car crash factor.
It's the car crash factor, yes.
Yeah. They're not watching it because, I aspire to be these people, you know. Which, okay, this brings me to another, like, on the reality show discussion spectrum. Is this why people watch the Kardashians? Because I always wonder,
I think
why
it is.
in
It's
God's
kind of
name do people watch the Kardashians?
They watch it because they want to see people with same with Vanderpump Rules and the Real Housewives. They just want to watch these kind of shows because they want to see what crazy
stuff people with money
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at these eccentric people, you know.
It's not because you're aspiring to be them. I hope. You know?
If you're aspiring to be anyone on The Real Housewives, then we've got a problem. Anyone on Love Island, anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to have their money, but do you want to be one of them?
Yeah, right.
I'd rather have their money, thanks. You know, and I'll do things my way.
Right.
And I won't be inviting Andy Cohen to do a reunion with me or film me as I make toast. You're not a bit of me on toast, Andy, I'm sorry.
And there you have it, folks.
I think we've talked about Love Island. I think we've been voted off the island now.
Yes. If you've enjoyed this podcast topic and you'd like to hear more things of this nature, please let us know by tweeting us, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you would like to talk to us. Let us know, because we want to make
Butty on there.
Yeah, because we want to make the content that you guys want to hear. So,
yes. If you enjoyed this content, tell us if you'd like to hear more about it. We'll do a Love Island Part 2.
Oh, God.
No, the Love Island After Show, which is called After Sun. Because it's like after sun, you know, like that's what you rub on your body after, you know, because you've been burned by Love Island.
I don't know whether this new headache that I have is from, like, sinus pressure or if it's from this entire discussion.
Sinus pressure.
I think it's time to go.
From watching too much Love Island.
As always, thank you so much for listening, and we hope you'll tune in next time. We really appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.